Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So I'm just doing some really quick readings just as a kind of check-in to see how the month is going. Because I've dropped down to like monthly readings now, I just kind of want to make sure we're kind of checking in, and you know, if anyone's looking for some guidance, you've got something to kind of keep you going till what are we on, like May, June, to the June readings. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. So I've already posted Aries, Taurus, Gemini and Cancer. If you go and look at my playlist, you should be able to see that video quite easily if you're looking for those signs. You don't just have to watch for your sun sign, you can watch for any of your placements, any kind of sign that you feel strongly resonant with at the moment. And of course, if you want to cross watch for people, you can do. I tend to find that the readings work better for the person who's watching them rather than cross watcher type readings, but obviously you know best your own situation and what's resonating for you and what needs to be left for somebody else. So I'm going to start off with, they are quite quick, just to kind of say, if it's a tricky reading, I'll pull an extra card as advice, but I'm not going to do that for everybody. I'm just going to kind of do that for the people who need it. I just don't want the videos to be too long, so I'm going to yeah, I'm just going to get going. So who am I reading for first? Leos. Lovely, lovely Leos. Oh, straight away. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So this may be something that you're facing at this time. What else do we have for Leo, please? That is too many. And I am seeing V for victory, though. So that is good. So if there's an unsuccessful outcome to a problem, I want to say in the long term, you will find a solution. And it does say a sincere wish will be granted. I'm kind of almost seeing like the needle and thread is repairing the broken bridge. So it seems like that should be something that's impossible, right? It'd be like, how could a needle and thread repair something that's like a big structure? But I am seeing that it is possible. So you may have to, if there's a situation where, I mean, sometimes broken bridges can talk about like people falling out with each other. You know, people say, oh, I burnt that bridge. But also I'm kind of getting, oh, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. So it's almost like you don't, something may seem like it's been unsuccessful, or it may seem like there's no solution available. But I want to say with some, like, it's almost like time and patience. It's like with small things, it's going to help to solve that problem. Now, a family member told me a story today about a type of bridge that they used to use in the army. And it was kind of like, from what I understand, you build it almost like a rail track on land and then push it forward and it spans the gap. So it's a type of bridge that I didn't really know about. So I do feel like there could be kind of some solution to the problem, but you may have to think out of the box to kind of like do it. Let's just see what else you get. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. So I want to say sometimes redirection is God's protection. So it could be that you've been trying to achieve something that may seem like it was a really good idea or something that really suited you, but it could be that the universe knows better, right? It could be that you could have got stuck in something, or maybe that thing that seemed really good could have had some kind of external factor that was kind of unforeseen that wouldn't have suited you, you know. So it's like sometimes we wish for things that may not necessarily be good for us without realizing. So I'm kind of seeing that there is some kind of redirection, and when you wish for something really sincerely, you know, for the best reasons, then it's more likely to come true. What else, please, for Leo? So it's something a bit hidden here. There you go. The most difficult part of the situation is over. And it kind of making me think of like the Rainbow Bridge as well. So again, if anyone's kind of passing over, that could be meaningful to somebody. But yeah, the rainbow is a symbol of hope, hope and healing, and of course pride, if that's appropriate for you. But yeah, it's almost like I'm seeing this, I don't know, maybe something like someone's stitching. It's like maybe someone's sewing together like a blanket or something, you know, like maybe somebody's doing like, you know, when you, what's it called, quilting, maybe somebody's doing like quilting or sewing together fabric or something. It's almost like sewing together the fabric is going to cross the bridge. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's what I'm picking up. I'm also getting a really funny feeling here on my hand. It's kind of cold. So that, if that's meaningful to you, it's almost like cold here. It's making me want to kind of like brush my hand and kind of shake my hand. So I don't know what that is. Okay, broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem for Leo. What is broken bridge for Leo? Something about something about happiness and your own personal happiness. Now, the Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. Again, I have this feeling it's almost like she's taking a leap of faith, right, to cross this gap. She's jumping away. So I want to say she's jumping away from something that she previously wanted. It has that kind of all that glitters is not gold energy to it, because the thing with the Nine of Cups is it's not the Nine of Pentacles, right? Pentacles are something, pentacles can be things like money or things, right? It's material or it's physical, where cups is more like emotional. So the Nine of Pentacles is like, I've got everything I need in terms of like money, but the Nine of Cups is like, I've got everything that I need in terms of personal happiness and healing. Like it's not feeling emotionally dependent on other people. It's very emotionally independent and kind of it's not that you don't need connection with other people, it's just that you really know who you are and you feel quite confident in that, and you don't need, you know, you can cheer yourself up and things like this. You don't have that kind of dependency on others to make you happy. You know how to make yourself happy. So it's a very, very positive card, and it does talk about wish fulfillment, but wish fulfillment in terms of emotional, which is exactly why I feel like this sincere wish has been granted. So I want to say, if you've been doing something and you've been very, very motivated by money, which is not anything to be ashamed of, it's something that a lot of us are feeling at this time, because I think economically there's a lot of uncertainty in the world. So a lot of us are falling into this pattern of, oh my God, I need to work. Oh my God, I need to have certain things to be happy. I need to be able to afford 3 holidays a year to be happy. I need the latest clothes to be happy. I need a new car to be happy. And these things never fully make us happy, because we're wishing for material things, where if we wish for the things that those things represent. So again, a car might represent a certain amount, like feelings of freedom or feelings of being capable. So if we wish for the feelings rather than the things that are going to lead us to those feelings, I feel like the universe has more ways to fulfill that. So yeah, I really feel like the Nine of Cups here is really kind of emphasizing that if you've been trying to achieve something because of some kind of material need or wish, I feel like that's the wrong motivation. And when you connect to your heart space, when you really, really figure out what those things that you've been chasing are symbolic of, then it's going to be more of a sincere, heartfelt wish, and that's going to be more successful, because the universe can kind of grant that in multiple different ways. A sincere wish will be granted for Leo. Oh my God, King of Pentacles and Hierophant. Whoa, that's really nice energy. If you can't make it happen, there could be somebody around you who can, or it could be you actually getting what you want, but getting what you want in an unexpected way. So it's almost like it's making me think of, like, when you try and do something and it's like, I want to achieve that goal, and you get very fixated on it, and you almost get really bogged down in kind of like the details of it, like the the day-to-day tasks, like the things that you feel like you should be doing or you have to do to get to that goal. And it's almost like sometimes when you take a step back and you kind of shelve that for a bit, and you take some deep breaths, and then you come back to it and it's dead easy. It has that kind of feeling. It's almost like you're chasing it too hard, and maybe like stressing yourself out or something like that, where when you almost like release the method, it's like it will happen. But it's almost, there's something about the thread, right? It's like this fine thread. It's like perhaps you're trying to do something, and it's like, I'm just trying to think of the symbolism of this. Like, it's like you're trying to build a bridge, right? So you're trying to, it's like if you were trying to fill that gap, and you're putting you're like, right, a bridge needs to be made of stone, and it needs big heavy blocks to build that bridge, and you were putting blocks down, those blocks would just fall down, wouldn't they? And you'd expend a lot of effort trying to do that, where the solution is almost like just weave a very light net, and that will span the gap more easily, and then you can build upon it. Something about the foundation. The foundation should be light and easy, and then you build upon the foundation, something like that. Maybe it's like makeup and foundation. Hold on. I was just checking if my my kids wanted me. Okay, so these are both Taurus, so there could be a Taurus involved for you. You could be asking for something from a Taurus. So the Hierophant can indicate kind of structures. So it can indicate, for example, schools or universities, colleges, government, church even. And then the King of Pentacles normally works in whatever that Hierophant energy represents. So the King of Pentacles can indicate husband, father, boss, business partner, financial advisor. It's kind of like the money man. So it doesn't have to be male, by the way. But again, they're both Taurus, so I feel like there could be a Taurus around you, or you could have Taurus placements that are helping you at this time. It's very, very committed as well. It's very committed. It's very long term. It's very, again, it's like we will achieve our goals with hard work and effort, because Taurus is a very fixed energy. It's like, maybe there's someone who can help you. It's like one step at a time. If we take this one step at a time, I'm kind of thinking of somebody else's reading. They had this kind of like one, take the first step. I can think it was Cancer. It's like we can achieve that goal. So yeah, very, very steady, very focused, very committed. The Hierophant card can indicate commitments as well, like higher level commitments like marriage, and like long-term business contracts and things like that. And then this King of Pentacles involved there too. A sincere wish will be granted. So it's either making you feel like this King of Pentacles energy, or it's related to whatever this is for you. And then Rainbow, the most difficult part of the situation is over. So you're going to go into some sort of planning phase. The King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, again, there's a lot of this stuff about practical matters, money, practical matters, skills, time investments, you know, really showing up in the 3D in a very practical way. Now, the King of Pentacles is very, very experienced in this. The Page of Pentacles is more of a student energy. They're just kind of learning. So the Page of Pentacles can absolutely learn from the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles can absolutely invest in the Page of Pentacles. This may indicate a father figure for you, or this may indicate a child figure for you, but it doesn't have to be that, right? You could have a King of Pentacles who's quite young and a Page of Pentacles who's quite old. It's more of talking about like experience, like skill-based practical experience. So the most difficult part of the situation is over, and you have something here to invest or to improve upon, and it's almost like the first stepping stone is ready to be laid. So if you've had trouble, I don't understand, maybe you're getting like your driveway paved or something, if you felt like everything you tried to place down before fell through, I feel like this is almost finding the exact right place to put that investment down in. So I want to say this is a really good reading for you. I want to keep calling you Taurus because of this. So I feel like, hi, cross watchers. Leos, like, I think this is a very, very positive reading. I hope this was helpful to you. I'm going to kind of leave it there because it's ending in a very positive way. Keep going with what you're doing. Keep putting one step in front of the other. But yeah, just think about how you're laying those foundations in whatever metaphor that is for you. And just make sure that you're... I'm really getting almost like flooring, like putting down flooring. If you're putting down flooring, especially like you're doing your driveway, or it's like paving slabs, or like bathroom tiles, kitchen tiles, if you're doing something like that, please let me know in the comments, because like I am getting that so strongly. It's literally like you need to put down a mesh first for some reason to... I think I've seen that where like people are doing concrete and they put down like a mesh. I don't know. That's not my specialism, but do let me know if that's resonating because it's coming through so strongly. All right, that's it, Taurus. I keep calling you Taurus. What is this? Leos, thank you so much for spending this time with me. Leave me a like if you liked and all that business. And I hope the month of May is very kind to you. Oh my goodness, words are hard. My heart suddenly started racing. My heart's absolutely racing. You know, like it's almost like, you know, when you walk into a room and someone you really like's in there and you kind of go, like, I feel like that. So who am I doing next? Virgos next. Hey, Virgos. Hey, who's catching your eye? Are you catching someone else's eye? Are you very excited about something? It's almost like, it's like this, I don't know, like something really getting you in the heart space. I'm getting like Heartstopper. It's making me think. I was talking to one of my friends about they're a Scorpio though, so I don't know how that applies, but I was talking to one of my friends about the TV show and the book Heartstopper. So I'm kind of seeing the book. Ooh, Whoa. Okay, that everything jumped into my hands there. Dragon, be aware of self-delusion. Okay, hold on. Virgos, Virgos, Virgos. Lovely, lovely Virgos. We're doing the mid-May reading for Virgos. I'm just shuffling. Mid-May reading for Virgos. So bi-monthly checkup. Is that what we're calling this? Maybe you need a checkup. Be careful about your heart, Virgos. Barrel, you feel something is lacking in your life. Maybe love, money, or goals. I'm thinking of that phrase as well, like they had me over a barrel. What does that mean? It kind of means like when you're in a situation and you've not really got many options, isn't it? Like when somebody else is in control of the situation. They had me over a barrel. Chain of events that will affect your life. You feel something is lacking, but I feel like something's coming your way, right? It's almost like, it's making me think of what's that phrase, that like degrees of separation, like 5 degrees of separation. It's almost like if you feel like something's lacking, it's like something's happening somewhere else, and it's going to have a knock-on effect that's going to kind of have a chain reaction down to you. It's giving me that song as well. You know that chain, chain, chain. I don't know if it's chain. Chain, chain, chain. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a good singer. I'm just Googling it. Hold on. Is it chain, chain, chain? Chain of Fools by Aretha Franklin. Chain of Fools. For 5 long years, I thought you were my man, but I found out I'm just a link in your chain. Oh, you got me where you want me. You got me where you want me, right? Over a barrel. I ain't nothing but your fool. You treated me mean. Oh, you treated me cruel. Every chain has got a weak link. I might be weak, but I'll give you strength. You told me to leave you alone. My father said, come on home. My doctor said, take it easy. Be careful. It might just be Virgo energy. It might not be personal to you, but Virgo is associated with like health and medical things. So yeah, if you've got Virgo placements kind of, or Virgo energy affecting you at this time, do be aware of your health. It's a really good time. If there's something going on with Virgo energy in your chart, it's a really, really good time to start like new health kind of regimes, revise your diet, all that kind of stuff. One of these mornings the chain is going to break, but until that day, I'm going to take all I can take. I'm going to take all I can take. You're a link in there's someone's chain, but you're strong. It's like you are the strongest link. Right, so it's almost got like, I don't know if it's like last man standing energy. I don't know which one of these I've shuffled and which one I haven't now. Let me just do them both again. Anything else, please, for Virgo mid-May? Dragon again. I'm going to take it with the staff. I don't know, it's kind of giving, you know, like in like Jackie Chan movies, or what is it, wax on, wax off, like Mr. what's his name, Mr. Miyagi. It's like kind of like this old sage energy, you know, like when an old man's really wise and he kind of like, I don't know, like Yoda with the staff. I don't know. You'll be taken care of in difficult times. Okay, Dragon, to be aware of self-delusion is interesting. Oh gosh. Okay, so you've got Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. It's funny, I was talking about like, I was almost getting like shot through the heart and I didn't say it. Like, yeah, heartache over what you no longer have. So something's missing. You no longer have something. Chain of events that will affect your life. The most difficult part of a situation is over. People keep getting this. This is the 3rd time it's gone out. And then hidden secrets can harm you. Beware of self-delusion. Okay, Virgo, I feel like you're going to be getting a bonus card. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. You feel very conflicted, or you have a conflict of opinions. I want to say it could be in your own head, right? You're kind of beating yourself up over things. Very, very Virgo energy. You are quite an analytical sign. You do tend to get in your own head. Or at least people who resonate strongly with Virgo energy tend to do that. So it's like, I feel like there's some kind of conflict in your own thoughts. So a nagging sense that something's missing. You kind of over-analyzing, going through things in your head. But it could be that there's conflict with people around you as well, because the 5 of Swords can be like win at all cost energy, you know, people who are in conflict, and it's almost like, you know, they'll winning is more important than kind of trampling on everybody else, and maybe trampling over other people's hearts. I don't know. Chain of events that will affect your life. I'm sorry, I'm trying to go quite quickly. Hierophant. So this could be talking about marriage. It could be talking about higher education. It could be talking about God. There is a higher power, I want to say, at work here. With that chain, it's making me think again of Leo had this thing about like almost like step by step, like laying the foundations of something one step at a time in order to create a bridge. It's funny, like the bridge from like, 'cause this is like land, right? I feel like there could be something to do with because the Hierophant can be kind of like governments as well, so almost something like you know, like politics with different countries, where it's, you know, it's easier sometimes to get a passport and to travel to certain countries than it is to other countries. There could be something like that happening for you, where perhaps a country that you've always wanted to go to, but it's always been kind of administratively difficult, is going to be easier. But there could be another country that you're going to not be able to go to anymore. It kind of has that. Maybe you want to go to China. Beware of self-delusion for Virgo. So this came out twice. Beware of self-delusion, Virgo. Something to do with what you think of as happiness and success. It could be tied up with, I mean, this is Virgo energy, this is Cancerian energy. It could be tied up with people. It's something about Knight of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. It's something about again, that feeling of like doing it one step at a time, like improving little by little, day by day. And what you seem to be working on improving is your emotional well-being and how stable you are emotionally. It seems like this is your wish. This is what you're trying to do, to have this kind of, I'm sorry, my tummy's rumbling. I've had a massive bowl of pasta, guys. I'm not apologizing for eating the massive bowl of pasta, because I enjoyed it and I like pasta, but if you're hearing my tummy rumbling, I'm sorry. It's not the best sounds to be hearing. I mean, maybe it is, right? My tummy's like, thank you for the food. That's a good song. Great song. I'm very scattered. I don't know what this is. Are you deluding yourself about some kind of emotional improvement program that you've got in place? Okay. I'll take over what you no longer have, Virgo. I'll take over what you no longer have. 10 of Cups. So there was something that made you very happy and made you feel very, very connected, very at home. Like, it's almost like a group of friends that you feel really comfortable with, or a family that you feel comfortable with. It's like you felt like you had some sort of place somewhere and it had happiness connected to it, but it says you no longer have that. Either that, or that you could be if you are experiencing some kind of heartbreak or loss, it could be that there's a group of people who can support you at this time, because this talks about others and happiness. So I want to say it could be something like you've been trying to do something on your own, and maybe the self-delusion is that perhaps you feel like you need to do it on your own, where I think there are other people available to help you and to support you. You don't have to do it all on your own. I think that could be what's trying to be said here. The most difficult part of the situation is over. Fell on the floor. Wounded Warrior, Queen of Cups. Yeah, no, it does seem like you are coming into some kind of emotional equilibrium. It could also be that this is symbolic of somebody around you, a Queen of Cups person. So it doesn't have to be female, but it's somebody who they're very stable emotionally. It's not that they don't have a variety of emotions. They're not like a flat person. Normally Cancerian energy is very, very can be quite up and down emotionally. It's very vivid emotionally, and they're very expressive about everything that they feel, but they're almost comfortable. High vibrational Cancerian energy is very comfortable with the day-to-day drama of life and all the emotions that could come through. So it's somebody who is at peace with everything that they're feeling. It's not that they don't feel. So there could be somebody like this around you. And then the 9 of Wands is the Wounded Warrior. So I want to say you or somebody around you, Virgo, has had a really, really tough time of it lately. The Wounded Warrior can talk about like falling down and picking yourself up, right? So like in the reverse, it's like, I give up, I can't do this anymore. But in the upright, it talks about perseverance. So feeling like you've got a lot of responsibilities, feeling very burdened, feeling like life is kind of going hard on you at this time. It can talk about health, especially kind of like feeling very run down. Yeah, so this energy, but being very, whatever's been happening, I feel like that you or this person has found emotional stability despite the kind of trials and tribulations that life has been throwing. But with the most difficult part of a situation is over, I feel like it's always like this was the lesson that needed to be learned. I'm talking about this because I know like this is how I've been feeling in my own personal experience. I am a Libra, I'm not Virgo, but I've got Virgo rising, which I found out about recently, and I was like, oh my god, does this mean I'll be capable now? Yeah, I've been experiencing this, like life has been tough on me the past few years, and I've my tummy's rumbling again. What I've discovered is that I can be in terrible situations, I can be upset, I can be distressed, but I know how to find that equilibrium again. I know how to bring myself back into balance. And it's been challenged, and I've had to like reinforce like those patterns. I've had to reinforce those methods to keep me balanced, but it's really kind of solidified my own confidence in my own ability to be self-reliant, but also to enjoy like social time and emotions with other people when I have them. So it's almost like this or this is good. So I feel like you or somebody else has been kind of on a similar path there, where, you know, it's almost like you can emotionally deal with anything that's thrown your way. And it's not because you're cold, it's not because you're Queen or King of Swords, it's because you are, it's like your capacity to feel and your capacity to handle big emotions has improved. So yeah, better at that. Hidden secrets can harm you. Whoa. Oh my god, the moon. I mean, that is the card of secrets. That is literally, that's what it is. Hidden secrets can harm you. This is hidden secrets. This is things that are hidden. It's your own fears sometimes. Yeah, very secretive energy. And then this is, it hurts your heart. Something you don't know can hurt your heart. I don't know what more to say about that other than, you know, sometimes it's just not the right time to know, right? Like the universe can sometimes keep secrets from us because, you know, maybe we're not emotionally capable of dealing with that. You know, it's like, say you could have... It's like if the universe brings you whatever this is too soon and you're not in an emotionally capable place, you know, that could ruin you. Where when you get yourself feeling really emotionally strong and you've learned how to deal with kind of like things that hurt, you know, it's like then you can find out something and be like, wow, that sucks, but I know that I'm going to survive this. I know that I'm stronger than whatever this is. So it's like maybe the universe wanted to get you to a certain place before they revealed something to you, and yes, it's gonna hurt, but it's like the right time to know this, something like that. Okay, can we get some advice for Virgo, because I feel like a Virgo needs a bit of advice, especially regarding whatever this is. Can we get some advice please for Virgo? Star family, you're part of a team of souls, call in support. I'm going to read that one to you because it's the first one that I saw, but you've also got weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. So if you've been carrying a lot of emotional burden from other people, just kind of let it wash off as best as, excuse me, as best as you can. The bud, potential promise, it's going to happen, keep going. Brothers of the Rose, sacred and masculine, honor, protection, support. That's actually a really nice card. I love that because I think in wellness and tarot and things, sometimes the men can get like kind of like vilified a little bit, and obviously there's men who are healing and there's men who are on spiritual paths and things as well who are good people, and sometimes I hear it in other people's readings and I think it's not fair. So I really like masculine representation in my own readings. We're all made up of masculine and feminine energy, like yeah, like I like that. Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine. It's kind of like true feminism, you know, like male feminism, where it really just talks about men supporting women to, you know, men supporting women to be able to choose for themselves. Like that is really all that we expect. Whereas sometimes I think it turns into something that is it's like sometimes people turn it into a monster, which is not what it should be, something like that. So it's just like supportive masculine, and it doesn't mean effeminate masculine. It can mean masculine, but supportive masculine. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Take that as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. It's kind of like, I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm not saying it well. Star family, you're part of a team of souls called in support. I'm just kind of looking for it. Star family. At some stage, we are each a part of. Hang on. At some stage, we were each a part of a soul cluster, a gathering of souls who broke away from one another to experience themselves individually. I feel like this is what you're missing. I feel like almost like that's what that is. Your star family are those souls who are cut from a similar cosmic cloth. You haven't just experienced lifetimes together. Your souls were actually once one. It's very common for star family members to incarnate at similar times, to work with anchoring a similar frequency of light, and to cross paths with one another. You know that someone is part of your star family when you, a bit noisy, when you feel like you know them and remember them from the moment you meet. They feel instantly familiar and comfortable. Time both passes quickly and stretches when you're with them. You feel more yourself with them than with anyone else. It can sometimes feel like looking in a mirror, because in a way you are. Often you'll go out of your way to help those in your star family, instinctively knowing that it's your path. When a star family member dies, you feel it very deeply, regardless of how long you knew them. A certain soul mourning or a soul breaking occurs. Think about, this is what that kind of feels like. Hold on. My kid was talking to one of the friends on Discord, I think, about Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, where did I go up to? Think about the people in your life. Who do you feel is part of your star family? If this card comes up in a spread, it's likely that you've met someone who is part of your star family, or you're just about to. So I'll show you this. Who do you think is from the same star family as you? How can you call upon them for support? It's kind of what I was talking about here and here, I feel. All right, I hope that's helpful to you. It just really is saying, just surround yourself with like-minded people, with people who make you feel comfortable and loved and supported, and, you know, like cultivate those relationships in your life, and just move away from people who you feel don't resonate with you. All right, I hope that's helpful to you, Virgo. Please take care of yourselves. I will see you again soon. Okay, you can also, if you want to go and check out any other readings, if you've got any other placements that you normally resonate with, or perhaps if you want to cross watch, you can go ahead and do that as well. But obviously, I think cross watching is always a bit of a dangerous habit, because really I think the cards come through for the person watching, and not necessarily, they're not going to like be talking about someone who's not watching the reading. But I don't know, you never know. If it has an impact on you, and they might, like my guides want you to know something about someone else, then I guess it's going to come through. We will see. Gosh, you've got Virgo had a lot of cards. Let's pop everything away. So going into Libra energies, lovely Libras. Actually, do you know what? Perfect timing, because I have a little bit of extra messages for you. So I saw a crow, and I was getting the thing as a crow flies, and I was kind of, I just knew it was for you. I don't know why, it just really felt like Libra energy. So I was getting this thing about like as a crow flies, and then I was kind of showing like almost like the seas parting for you. It's like, you know, Libras in my reading sometimes get the metaphor of a boat, right? So I was kind of showing this boat, kind of, you know, the prow of the boat just cutting cleanly through the waters. And I was also showing like scissors, you know, like if you're ever doing like if you're cutting something like wrapping paper with scissors, and you get it just right, and you can just go shh like that, and like you don't have to cut, you can just kind of go shh. So you have this kind of like very clean, like Queen of Swords energy, right? Like a very clean cut. Perhaps you are very clean cut, or maybe you're meeting someone who's very clean cut, but it was almost like your energy was just like this ship that was parting the waters. So it's like I was being told kind of go directly towards your goals, be very confident, Libra, and kind of, it's almost like as the crow flies, or I was hearing like beeline as well. So it's like if you have something to say to someone, say you're like at a party, because like this, like the ship pushing the waters, it was almost like Moses parting the Red Sea, right? It was like, I don't mean to be blasphemous, but you know, like when you see someone walk through a crowd, but it's like the crowd just moves aside for them. like, it's like something about the way you're carrying yourself, and it could just be in a moment, right, Libra? It could be like you get really annoyed and like people just get out your way. It's like you're really annoyed and you want to talk to someone and you're walking directly to them, and there's something about the way you're walking, the way you're carrying yourself, the expression on your face, like people get out your way. So, but I was more kind of seeing Libra, it's like, you know what you want and you're going straight for it and you're doing it confidently. And it's like, because I've been seeing elephants, and then just I keep getting flashes of elephants, and then all of a sudden I saw like, is it Ganesha, who is like the god of obstacles. So they'll put obstacles in your path if you're going in the wrong direction, and they'll remove obstacles from your path and make your course easy if like the universe is behind you and they want you to achieve that goal. So I want to say, Libra, you're going to be going through something where it's like all the obstacles are being removed and you're going to be able to go directly for what you want with a lot of confidence. And yeah, it's almost like, you know, if you are making that beeline and you hit a snag, you can very easily go and carry on going, right? It's like, because you're the Queen of Swords, so it's like this real like clean course of action that you're taking. And again, very, very clean, like integrity. Yeah, so it's almost like you've mastered some kind of Queen of Wands energy as well, because I was being shown like, so the Queen of Wands, so it is a little bit phallic, it is a little bit suggestive, but I was being shown a woman in Queen of Swords energy, like all dressed up, and she had, what I was really being shown was that she had a hand on the gear stick. She was inside a car, she had a hand on the gear stick. So what I was being shown with that Queen of Wands energy was like you having a lot of self-control, really mastering your own passions and being able to choose your speed. So it's like, if you feel very passionate and you want to do something in a very like powerful way, you can really throw your energy into that, or you can kind of ease off on the accelerator a little bit, switch into a lower gear and do something a little bit more calmly. So again, it's like if a ship was going through the water, you can it's kind of like smooth sailing, but you can pick up speed if you want to. So I don't know, interesting. I was like, oh, I'm enjoying this I'm enjoying whatever they're telling me here, because I am a Libra, and I was like, this is for Libra, I will take it. So yeah, like smooth sailing, clean lines. Maybe you work in fashion, right? Clean lines, it's clean cut. Okay, so Libras, mid-month check-in for Libras, going in the right direction, I'm hearing. So even if things are still a bit sticky, you're going in the right direction. I'm really being shown like setting your course, like, and taking, like, again, as the crow flies, it's almost like a very direct route to whatever it is that you're doing. It's like not wasting time, but I want to say it's impressive. And I was kind of being shown like the stuff that's been pushed aside, like smaller ships kind of like bobbing around in your wake. It's almost like, I don't know if you're going to shock people with, like, it's almost like maybe how fast you move or how confidently you move. Right, Libras, please. Mid-month for Libra. Bloody hell, Libra. Quite a lot going on for you. Okay, you will receive a gift. Bat, take care, enemies are working against you. I'm going to move that away. Bird perched, waiting for news package letter. You will receive a gift. You are going to get a package newsletter. Table, hard work ahead, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Now, do you notice how I moved that aside? It's very much part of like your energy. It's very much like ignoring the haters. Like, no time for that. No time for that. I've got my stuff to do. So again, it's almost like quite high vibrational to do that. Like, it's like you're not wasting time on time wasters. What else do we have for Libra, please? Also, right, I feel like you're getting like hidden opportunities. If you don't know this yet, I feel like it's on the way. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Financial pinch, climbing towards success. So you've got new opportunities and paths opening up, climbing towards success, waiting for news package letter, you will receive a gift, persevere and you will overcome problems, financial pinch and hard work ahead. Right, I'm very quickly going to take a look at that and then we're going to get it off the table. So how should Libra deal with this? Take care, enemies are working against you. What does Libra need to know? How does Libra deal with this? leave it behind, leave it in your wake, right? You are moving in a new direction. You're moving very confidently, very fast. This is very Aries energy. Again, very Wands energy. Could be a new creative project. It could be a new idea. Really feels like you're very, very motivated, right? It's like you know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, you at least know which direction to jump in, and you're jumping. With the Fool energy, you're absolutely, this is very, very new. The Fool is about new opportunities, new beginnings, fresh starts. Ace of Wands is about, this feels great, this feels amazing, let's do it. Whatever you're doing, like, this person is just not even, like, literally, like, I'm throwing this on, I'm just throwing that away. It's gone. Gone. It's in your past. It's already gone. Energetically, already gone. Why do we have to worry about it? Hard work ahead. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Hard work ahead, persevere, and you'll overcome problems. Anything could be significant as well. So lobsters, camels could be signs that your universe is sending you. Page of Cups. So it could be Pisces energy involved. Could be something about an apology. But I'm more feeling like you're manifesting something from a very sincere place. Virgo had this card that said, a sincere wish will be granted. And I feel like it's the same for you. Or was it? I don't know if it was Virgo or Leo now, but it feels the same. It's like the Page of Cups talks about, it makes me think of Leo's reading. Page of Cups has this feeling of if you can imagine it, it'll come true, no matter how, like, not crazy, no matter how surreal or out there or impossible it feels, like it could happen. Because normally on the Page of Cups they have a fish in the cup, which talks about surprises, but also the impossible being made possible. And on this card the pig is flying. So yeah, something really being made possible for you. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but if your heart's in it and it's a very sincere reason for doing this, like, the universe is going to work alongside of you. Tell me about financial pinch. I don't really want to pay attention to that because it's not part of your story. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's something about your energy where it's like very, very positive, very glass half full, not letting the bad behavior of others affect you. You just feel really kind of like full steam ahead. You know where you're going and nothing's going to stop you getting there, and it's about bloody time. I don't know what to say, Libra. I think you're just gonna, it's like you're just gonna blow people out of the water. They're just gonna, something about like the waves that you're making energetically are just gonna naturally push people back from you if they're not meant to be there. And I feel like wherever you're heading is where you're meant to be, and that's where you're gonna find the people who match you. Right, Bird Pet, waiting for news package letter, you will receive a gift. It's coming, but it's coming really slowly. It's like the weather was really nice, the sun was out, and you know, the knight was meant to be riding the horse to deliver the letter, but you know, he was just enjoying like the nice weather. He just wanted to take his shoes off and walk through the grass. You're like, he's on his way, but he's gone the scenic route. But he's coming, and when he gets there, like, the lovely thing about the Knight of Pentacles is there's so much care and attention to detail because they don't rush. So it's like when the package arrives, it's gonna have a really nicely picked out wrapping paper that feels very special and kind of like meaningful. It's going to have a really perfectly done bow on it. It's going to have a handwritten note made, you know, on nice parchment paper. It's going to be like, there's going to be attention to detail. It's going to feel really special. And that's really, really lovely. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up, climbing towards success. You absolutely know you're going in the right direction now, Libra. I don't know if you felt this sense of someone's like bobbing around, not knowing which way it kind of feels like Cancer's reading a little bit, like bobbing around, not really knowing which direction you're supposed to go in, not really knowing where you're meant to be putting all your efforts, all your energy, feeling a little bit lost. I feel like that's been your energy for a few years actually, Libra, and this feels like, oh wait, I see it. I see the destination. I see where I'm going. I see the opportunity. I've been waiting for it, and now I am so excited because it's like all that potential energy, all that built up energy, all just making you go just wherever it is you're going. New opportunities, possibilities, and past. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, there's no stopping you. It's like all your energy is like in that direction. It's very, very highly focused actually. Yeah, you absolutely feel like that ship just kind of pushing the waves. I don't. Libra, stay in that energy, keep doing what you're doing. It's very, very good. Yeah, it feels great. It feels great because I'm a Libra and I can feel it, and I'm like, I mean, I haven't seen it yet. I don't know what it is yet, but it's like I feel my energy being ready for it when it comes. And so I love the reading. I love the readings are really confirming for me what I'm picking up. Okay, Libras, if that resonated, great. If it didn't resonate, I feel like it's because you've not quite seen it yet. And again, focus on the positive, focus on the new, focus on where you're going, not where you've been. That's the key for you at the moment. That's what we need to, do. Right, I'm going to have to go and get that card back. Okay, so moving next to my lovely Scorpios. How's it going, Scorpio? Your energy from, was it your energy? No, it's Libra's energy for May was really yummy. I can't remember what your reading was, Scorpios. Maybe I need to go back and check in on what your reading said. Maybe you need to go and check in on your May reading. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. That pasta's really repeating on me. I'm seeing really drawn to my purple amethyst. Maybe you need to get some purple amethyst at this time. I've also painted my nails purple. Purple could be a very significant colour for you. I'm going to actually leave that there. Finger. Maybe you're getting a ring, like an amethyst ring, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. I mean, it kind of feels like finger pointing, but I really feel like it's something to do with like, it could just be telling me, like, yeah, you've got purple nails. I'll keep it for you. But what I was going to do, I just kind of wanted to, like, for a moment, like, I don't know, am I infusing? Oh, I remember your reading now. Scorpio, you had this reading about, so funny that it's come through again, even though I didn't remember what it was. Scorpio's reading for May was all about like the wellness community and kind of like, you know, people who get into tarot and crystals and meditation and things, but also like how it's turned into like big business. And there's a lot of commercialism and a lot of kind of like performance, like performative spirituality. And I feel like you were all getting a little bit kind of disheartened with that. You had that song by Lorde where it's like mood ring. Oh, yes, that's why I was getting a ring. I love this. Scorpio, I love it so much. And you could say maybe it was still in my subconscious, but how did you make, like, why am I asking you? Like, how did you, it's like you're doing some kind of trick on me. How did you, Scorpio, make the finger card come out when I was talking about my nail varnish? Why do I feel like you're carrying this magician energy and it's like you're tricking me? Maybe you've got some like party tricks or something. Tricks up your sleeve, I'm hearing. Ooh, you're fun. Okay, you feel fun. You feel like intriguing. Okay, I'm going to put it on that one. Okay, what's going on for Scorpio then at the moment? Pale. Time to get out of a situation. I know it's pale, but it always gives me like bail out. I feel like either somebody could be helping you or you're helping someone to bail out of a bad situation. It's like you're coming in as the pale. It's like you're there to pale them out, right? So if you think about a sinking ship, I'm getting all this ship analogy. If you're thinking about a sinking ship, right, you pale the water out. So I feel like it's almost like using a vase, right? It's kind of making me think of like, do you know, like you ever have a leak in your house and you like run around getting pans and things to kind of like collect the water? It's like using a vase, right, to kind of like get the water. Secret admirer. So either you're trying to bail a secret, either you're the secret admirer and you're trying to bail someone out of a bad situation, or I'm getting the urge to sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. I feel like you're slightly in control of this reading. It's a very strange feeling. Either you're the secret admirer, you're trying to bail someone out of a bad situation, or you have a secret admirer and they're trying to bail you out of a bad situation because there's some finger pointing going on. Why? Okay. Oh, you feel psychological as well. It's like, why would that person be pointing their finger? Let's ask why. Why? Oh, I felt like a pinch on my finger. Why is that person pointing their finger? What inside them, psychologically speaking, is making them feel like they need to call someone else out? Is it because they're shifting the blame? Right? It's like if they blame someone else, then the attention's not on them. Or is it because they want some kind of reward or approval? What's motivating them to point the finger? It's probably some kind of a lack inside them. It's probably some kind of... Oh, Scorpio, what are you doing? It's reminding me of when I was in school, and I used to be very, very good at, like, when somebody was acting up, when someone was being mean to someone else, like if I was dealing with a bully, I was very good at targeting whatever insecurity was making them act like that, and kind of like going for the jugular. It was like, no, you don't come at my friends. I'm going to psychologically analyze you in this 5 seconds and absolutely emotionally rock bottom you, because I'm getting that. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. It's like, oh, it's like pulling, like the show me Kaplunk as well. It's like pulling the right string, right, to make someone crumble. You're in villain mode, but like, I want to say for a good reason, right? It's because you're trying to protect someone else. Scorpios. Oh, desk, pay attention to your work. Feeling tied down or frustrated. It could be this person's feeling tied down or frustrated, right? Because, so are you getting distracted? Do you need to pay more attention to your work? Do you feel like you need to get out of a situation because it's getting very boring? But you're being told to pay attention to your work. Scorpio. Like, there's a funny energy to your reading. It feels... I'm almost getting like... I think it's the desk. You know, like the Maltese Falcon or something. It's almost like... Yeah, like the Maltese Falcon. Like, there's some kind of... there's a crime being committed. I don't know, I'm doing like the Bugsy Malone voice. I don't know what voice that is. Like, you know, like the 1940s, like, detective movie. Like, you feel like you've gone into like detective mode. Okay, finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. King of Wands in reverse. Somebody's going to lose their temper. Somebody with big energy is going to lose their temper and point a finger. I'm hearing like, don't point it at me, I'll break it off. Don't break anyone's fingers. Usually, like, you know, when somebody's like, they've proper got a finger in your face and you just want to like grab the finger. Pale, time to get out of a situation. If you feel like you're about to lose your temper, get out of there, go for a walk, go and get a breath of fresh air. Time to get out of a situation. Empress and Hierophant. Whoa, that is like a marriage. That is like get out of a marriage. The Empress knows her worth. So if this is you, you know your worth. Like higher commitments as well here. So know your worth. Honor your highest commitments, and if that commitment is to yourself, then that commitment is to yourself. If there's a bad situation and it's gone low vibrational, people are pointing fingers, people are losing their temper, just Empress your way out of that situation. Secret admirer. So somebody, if you're the Empress, somebody sees your worth. Secret admirer. Page of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. That gives Virgo's reading, Virgo energy. And then 3 of Pentacles and Justice. Could be some kind of like contract, like a work contract. So it could be somebody at work. Let me just ask again about Secret Admirer. I mean, if it's a secret, maybe they're not telling me. They can give me the Moon card. No, I feel like there's somebody taking action here. Kind of feels like somebody coming into the rescue, right? It's like this is the person running in to bail you out of a bad situation. Tell me about yoke, feeling tied down. That is too many cards. Scorpio, feeling tied down or frustrated. Yoke, tied down or frustrated. Okay, we're getting a story. So a situation that didn't work out, it left you feeling this feeling of like emotional lack, like grief. There could be some sabotage here or self-deception. Feeling very stuck, feeling very tied up, like you can't get out of something. Having a lot of strength to persevere throughout this situation. Also feeling like support is coming in, potentially from a King of Pentacles. It could also be you feeling like you're very much in control of a situation. You're very established. You're very good with money, very skilled, kind of like, you know, you got there through hard work. Or this is somebody who's coming in to help you out because they're coming in as a source of strength, probably to help with money or the practical side of life, because then it's followed by the Six of Pentacles, which is kind of like making things right, making things fair, giving people an equal payout. I don't know. Pay attention to your work. Pay attention to your work. It could be if your home life is really difficult at this time, you may want to just get stuck in with work as a distraction, something like that. Pay attention to your work. Yeah, no, whatever you're doing, whatever work you're doing, okay, forget everything else that's going on, right? I feel like this is your advice, Scorpio. Pay attention to your work. Whatever is important to you, whatever work means to you in terms of what's important to you. I feel like there's something that you're cultivating, something that you're growing, something that you're spending a lot of time on. The Seven of Pentacles talks about right timing, right? This is why there's kind of gardening happening, because you have to nurture the seeds, the roots. You have to kind of provide light and water and nutrients to that plant, and it's not going to bear any fruit until it's the right time for it to do so. So I feel like this is a time to pay attention, to really establish the foundations of whatever it is you're doing, to care for your projects, to nurture them with a lot of attention to detail. And then they will grow, they'll grow better, right? They'll grow to full fruition one day, and really you'll feel the payoff of that, I want to say, as well, with some of the other cards that are on the table. So keep doing what you're doing, whatever that is for you. That, again, it feels very much like it's like I'm hearing tender loving care, like TLC. Whatever you want to nurture, whatever you want to give TLC to, it could be your children. Sometimes trees and roots talk about, it can talk about ancestors and the children of the future, right? The branches. So yeah, nurture your family tree, pay attention to your work. Like, hang on, there's all these, it's almost like these women are kind of like tied to the legs of this table. So I'm feeling like there's something where, because it's pay attention to your work, right? And people do all different things for work. So it's like almost like the people that you work with are the foundations of the project, right? So don't just pay attention to the work, the practical side, but pay attention to the people that support that work. Nurture the people that support the project, because the project will be stronger if you nurture the people putting work into it. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful to you. Again, go and watch your May reading if you haven't already watched it. It's for the whole month of May. It's a bit more detailed. It's a bit more in depth. You can also check out any other placements that normally resonate with you. And of course, I'm going to be back with the June readings soon. So watch out for those if that's what you need. But I hope this was helpful to you. Again, I'm not trying to worry you. I sort of feel like you're the one coming into... I feel like you're the secret admirer. You're coming in to kind of rescue someone from a bad situation. And you're doing something with work where, like, you want to make sure, it's maybe like you're the boss, and you know that maybe you're like the leader of a project, you're the boss, and you know that somebody working on that project is having a really tough home life. So it's almost like you're going to give them an opportunity. Perhaps you're going to give them a raise. You're going to get them onto a project where they're going to earn more money, because it's like, if you take care of that, maybe you're going to help them move, right? They don't like the home situation. They're getting a divorce. You're going to you're going to say, right, you know what, your job's secure, you're well taken care of, we'll come round, we'll help you move because we care about you. We want you to feel, we don't want you to have any stresses or worry, because if you have stresses and worry, you know, that's going to affect the project kind of thing, not in a kind of like nasty, like a selfish way, but you know, I care about the people, I care about my people, right? Because when my people are taken care of, the work does itself. It seems to have that kind of feeling. I'm gonna leave it there. Scorpio, take care. I'm gonna have to kind of like get out of your energy now. Yeah, I hope this was helpful, guys. I'll see you again soon. So people who are waiting for Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces, I will have those readings up as soon as I can. Yeah, take care. See you again soon. Bye, friends. I'm sorry, I'm back. Just as I started to tidy up the cards after Scorpio's reading, I got a really old song, and it's like, is it like Steamy Windows? So I'm just gonna Google it. Just came in, like, I don't know the last time I heard that song. I'm not even sure of the lyrics, but I can hear it. Steamy Windows. I feel, is it like Tina Turner? Yeah. Hold on. I was thinking about parking the other night. We went out the back road. Me and my baby was just getting right, all systems on overload. Radio blasting in the front seat, turning out the music fine. And we were snuggled up in the back seat, making up for lost time. Steamy windows, zero visibility, coming from the body heat. You can wine and dine with a man all night with good intent, but there is something about a confrontation on the back road breaks down the defense. Oh my goodness. I feel like it was a message for Scorpio. I don't know what to do with that. Take care. Bye.